Claire, thank you so much for spending 10 minutes with us just to chat a little bit more about video. But before we dive in, introduce yourself, your business, tell me a little bit about you.
Oh, thanks, Alex. It's always good to spend time with you guys. My name's Claire Middlebrooks, and I'm the CEO of Middlebrooks Business Recovery and Advice. And our vision is to give people positive financial futures. So we deal with individuals and companies that are in financial distress, and through the tools in a little handbag, we try and help them on their way to a more positive financial future.
And how many in your team roughly?
There is 12 of us in the team now. We are based in Edinburgh. I've been running Middlebrooks. It's our 10th anniversary this year, so I've had Middlebrooks for 10 years. And we've always had our heartland in Edinburgh. It's great for us from a work perspective, but actually also from a legislative perspective, we need the office address for all the court work that we do.
Interesting. So I want to dive into that dirty word of marketing, because I know it's just brutal and it's so difficult in business. It feels like that's the bit that people just don't want to go near, right? Like admin, finance, that feels like easy. And then doing the work's easy, but marketing's like this horrible taboo. What has been your experience of marketing in general for Middlebrooks?
In the type of work that we do, we don't have any recurring clients. So I have been used to, since day dot, reinventing the wheel every day. Possibly it might have helped that when I was at university, I did do a smattering of marketing at university, but I'm trained as a chartered accountant, so I've grown up with accountants who do shy away from marketing. Ultimately, we all have to make money. We all have to put some food on the table. And the way to do that is to get your word out there and to let people know what it is that you're doing. And what better mechanism can you have than your own voice? And that's where it's been great for, don't test me on how many years we've been working with you more now. It's been quite a few, I think. 4? Is it 4?
4 or 5.
4. It's been a fair few, I would say. And what's been great for us with this medium of marketing has been we've been able to use our own voices. The type of work we do is heavily regulated, and the correspondence that we have to put out does normally contain a lot of law. So using any form of marketing is great, but this particular form of marketing with videography has been fabulous because we can show the personality behind the work that we do.
And what were some of your fears when, or even your team's fears when you went to them and said, hey guys, we're going to start doing video?
Anyone that knows me knows that I will talk about anything. So turn into my team. I've got one particular team member who I shall name as Scott, who joined Middlebrooks in November 22. I will not do an impression of him because he does not like it. But he did specifically say, I am not doing any of the videos, Claire. And I found that really interesting, firstly because Scott had clearly seen the videos before he joined Middlebrooks, which was great. But secondly, he's now done several of them. So I have one. One to me. But yeah, the team over the years, I've had some fabulous people before the camera with humour, and they've all approached it with a bit of trepidation. But once they've sat down with a team, once they've worked with a team, they realise what a calm environment it is. And what we've all found is after we've done a shoot, we've actually remembered some of the positive things about our work, because the work we do can deal with quite antagonistic circumstances. Coming and talking about the nice things, which is what marketing is about, is actually a nice positive reinforcement for the team, so they all enjoy it.
So talk a little bit about a shoot then, like when you guys come on, what are some of the kind of videos you've made with Humor?
I think we've done quite a few different styles. So we've done the speaking direct to the camera. I think we've done kind of like what I would class the office style ones as well, just sitting down talking heads. We've also done some podcast ones where we've been sitting around a table, not dissimilar to this, dealing more with legislative things. I think my favourite one was one of the most recent shoots we did, and that was a mini podcast with myself and my colleague Scott and also my other colleague Katie. We classed it the Three Wise Monkeys podcast, and it was a really good experience, and the three of us completely forgot there was anybody else there. Probably were saying things that we shouldn't have, but it was really good. Very relaxing. Everyone just puts you at their ease.
Yeah, amazing. And when it comes to then the videos, Did you have a struggle with actually then using them?
No, it's the great thing about the team that you have at Umore is they go into this well-oiled, I think, magical bubble that you have, and they come out the other end looking fabulous. And they come out the other end looking fabulous on our socials. We have email campaigns that you guys have been running with us. It's just, for me, as a business owner, I get involved in so many things. So that to me is neatly packaged up. And I have worked with you guys for so many years now. I've just trusted you from day one. It's been fantastic. Unfortunately, one of my greatest wishes has always been to be able to, through data, prove how useful I think these videos are. Unfortunately, there's only 24 hours in my day. But what is fantastic for me is whenever I'm at an industry event or an industry conference, I've even been down in London and people have said, we've seen your videos. They are brilliant. Nobody in the insolvency world, the restructuring world is doing anything like what Middlebrooks is doing with these videos. I like being thought of as being a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's clear from a lot of what you guys put out. You know, it's an interesting industry to be in, and it's difficult to market. How do you market an industry that typically you don't ever want to talk to?
Right.
And then when you do talk to them, you don't even know what to expect. You don't know if you're getting in trouble. You don't know, so actually being able to have your faces and your people, at the front of your business where people can almost get to know you before they get in touch. Yeah. I think it has made a big difference.
It's invaluable. It's invaluable because you're absolutely right. It's an emotive time when you're in financial distress. Normally, if someone's been on the internet looking, they've already made they've already made the decision, and then they're just thinking, who is it that I think is going to shepherd me through this? And the fact that I think we've had over the years around about 10 different Middlebrooks team members, maybe even more. I'm an accountant, my maths has never been great. But we've had a substantial portion of the Middlebrooks team that our directors, our individuals are on the phone to. We've been able to let the team introduce themselves, explain a little bit about what they believe insolvency is, because a lot of what we do is subject to interpretation. So the fact that we're able to put that forward is really, really helpful.
What would you say to another business who is thinking about video, but is always kind of worried around that idea of saying, well, I can't measure the return? It
would be great to be able to measure everything. I think that what we've done is we've been able to measure it by the conversations that we've been having with people. We've been able to measure it even in some of the time saved. So some examples that we've had is, just recently we were appointed on a situation where we had multiple calls where the same thing was being asked over and over again. We've actually used the Umore videos to record those pieces of information and push it out. So it's not just a marketing tool, it's actually been really, really helpful for us in doing our work. If there are any businesses out there that are thinking about using video, I think the only answer is yes. The way that the world is working just now is very much driven by personalities, driven by influencers. That doesn't mean that you have to be a Molly May Hague or Ekin Sue. That's about the extent of my knowledge, but hopefully that's relevant. That doesn't mean that you have to, create something fantastic in front of the camera, because what I have learned and what the Umore team have worked with us to help our understanding is if people are watching your videos, it's to get the information that you're talking about. So if your face is a bit shiny or you look like an Oompa Loompa, that is okay, because it's the words that are coming out of your mouth that are more important.
And if you were speaking to someone who was saying, I'm looking to do a video project, why should I choose Umore? What would be the main thing you'd say?
For me, it is, I could go through speed of delivery, I could go through professionalism, I could go through, they just take care of everything. For me, it is the instant you speak to anyone at Umore, you get a feeling that you're part of their family. And that is a really, really important thing to me and the team at Middlebrooks. And for something that is out with the comfort zone, feeling part of a family, feeling that you're in a safe environment from the second you speak to them is so important.
Claire, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your journey with video. We love working with you. We love working with your team, and excited to make some more videos with you soon.
Thanks so much. Good luck.